Hi, I'm Michael Starenka, Director of Global Product Marketing for Pokémon Go.
A lot has changed in the world in the past year, and the biggest being that we're a lot closer to the end of the COVID-19 pandemic than we were at this point last year. So for GoFest, you're getting ready to go back to in-person celebrations in many parts of the United States, Europe, and New Zealand. What went behind this decision to start going back to an in-person GoFest? And are there going to be any safety protocols in place at these sites?
Yeah, great question. Obviously, player safety is something that's always been of the utmost importance for us at Niantic, and that predates COVID. And so, what went into the decision for this is, as we started, exiting 2020, coming into 2021, we did start to notice that the trend was going positively in a lot of different places around the world. And in those areas, following local health authorities and the scientific community's guidelines, we've actually been in conversations with all of these cities across the United States and in Europe and New Zealand, as you mentioned, to see if we could put together some very light touch activations in those areas in a safe way, in a very distributed way, with the ultimate goal of going back to what we consider the core principles of Pokemon Go, right, around exploration, exercise, and real world social. So we're really excited to bring this opportunity to players in those areas who are comfortable doing so. But it's by no way, a required way to experience GoFest this year. We totally understand that this is a very, personal situation to everybody, and everybody has their own comfort level. And so, yeah, we just want to make sure that for people who are ready and willing to get back out in the real world and explore safely, we provide that opportunity to do so, while still, maintaining the at-home gameplay experience for those who are more comfortable with that approach.
And for those who cannot take part in a live GoFest for whatever reason, maybe they don't live in any of those cities, how will they be able to make the most out of GoFest this year?
The city activations that we're doing for Pokemon GoFest are no different in terms of gameplay from what you can experience in your own neighborhood. Really, the only thing that we're bringing to these locations are some fun photo op elements, and the ability to meet players from that community and explore together. I think one of the most unique and fun things about Pokemon Go is the fact that when you're playing, you actually see other people playing. And that's such a strong solidarity moment where everybody is, everybody's a fan of the same game, and you're able to sort of explore together. And by the way, the Pokemon that you discover in the real world, that's a shared experience with one another, right? So if I find a, Hundo Machop down the street, I can call that out, and other people can come and share in that experience and add that to their Pokemon collection as well.
So one of the most exciting things, at least for me, for GoFest this year, is you're going with a musical theme, and it's similar to what we've been seeing out of Pokemon's 25th anniversary as a whole. So how did you go about settling on the musical theme, designing the special researches, and putting together a branching story?
One of the things that I think the team at Niantic has felt over the last year was really missing a lot of the interpersonal connections that we've been able to have. But part of that is, fun experiences like music festivals and, concerts and whatnot. And so coming into this year's GoFest, we thought to ourselves, wouldn't it be amazing and fun if we can sort of bring a music festival to Pokemon Go in a way that's unique to that game. So we're really excited to be able to work with Junichi Masuda from Game Freak, who was one of the original composers of Pokemon music, and he was gracious enough to put together some unique and brand new soundtracks for Pokemon Go this year that you'll be able to unlock based on the different decisions that you make through the special research. So for example, if you pick Pikachu Rockstar, part of the branching quests, you'll notice that the music that plays in the game will change to a more, rock themed song. Versus Pikachu Popstar, you'll have more of sort of like a pop themed song. And then, of course, as you finish the game or finish Pokemon Go Fest's experience, you'll also unlock a completely different song that'll be sung by the mythical Pokemon Meloetta.
I'm glad you brought up Meloetta because I'm seeing a lot of Pokemon that are going to be wearing Meloetta hats.
Yes.
But I don't really see any hints of Meloetta itself hanging around GoFest. So is there any chance that Meloetta will make like an in-person, or not in-person, but like make an appearance and will be catchable?
Yeah, I don't want to confirm or deny anything, but I do think that the hinting is very strong on that one, that Meloetta will be a primary feature of Pokemon Go Fest this year. And who knows, you might be able to catch your very own Meloetta at the end of the experience. I will say Pokemon Go Fest is notorious for finishing off with a nice mythical Pokemon that you can add to your collection.
Now, hours before, and we're recording this on a Wednesday, hours before we met, Niantic announced that trainers are going to get 6 special trades for Pokemon Go Fest. So can you explain what special trades are?
Trading is a core mechanic, not just within Pokemon Go, but the larger Pokemon universe. But because the collection of different Pokemon is so integral to the game, currently there are restrictions in place to prevent different types of abuse and whatnot, or like nefarious behavior when it comes to Pokemon trading. And one of the restrictions is the fact that you can only do what's called a special trade once every day. And a special trade means trading a new Pokemon that you've never captured before, or trading, a shiny Pokemon that you've never encountered before. Basically adding anything new to your Pokedex. There's also a limit in terms of the number of legendary Pokemon that you can trade per day. That qualifies as a special trade. But because Pokemon Go Fest is such a special moment for the game every year, and one of the things that we really want to lean into is that social connection, we will be increasing the special trade limit from 1 to 6, for both days of Pokemon Go Fest. So you'll be able to do 12 special trades across Saturday and Sunday.
And one of the most exciting partnerships you've announced was with Google Play. So what does the Google Play partnership mean for trainers participating in this year's Pokemon Go Fest?
Yeah, we're really excited to partner with Google Play this year for Pokemon Go Fest. So some of the things that Google is bringing to the experience to make it even more special is, they've brought YouTube Premium as an extended free trial for all Pokemon Go trainers, whether you're on Android or iOS or other devices. You get an extended YouTube Premium trial that you can use during GoFest, which is great because we actually have a number of Pokemon Go Fest videos and audio content that will be released during the event that through YouTube Premium you'll be able to listen to in the background as you sort of explore your city and catch Pokemon. In addition to that, players on Android devices will receive a special in-app bundle gift from Google Play, and anybody making a Pokemon Go purchase over the weekend will receive 4 times Google Play points with that purchase, which then you can apply to future purchases within Pokemon Go or elsewhere.
For me personally, I'm not going to be able to take part in the first day of GoFest, but if anybody misses Saturday, you've got a big day 2 lined up as well. So what's awaiting players on Sunday, and what can players expect out of the second day of GoFest?
Yeah, so GoFest is a 2-day experience, as you mentioned, but both days actually offer completely unique gameplay. So Saturday is heavily focused on catching, and what you'll experience throughout the day is rotating virtual habitats that take place. So you might find yourself in the ocean habitat in 1 hour where you're seeing primarily water type Pokemon, and in the next hour you might find yourself in the desert habitat where you'll see a lot of ground and rock type Pokemon. But on day 2, what we're really excited about is that day is focused on raid battles. And so for the first time ever in Pokemon Go, we're going to be bringing back every single legendary Pokemon that has ever been released in the game for people to battle against and catch in one day. And as part of that, as part of your ticketed experience, you'll also receive up to 21 raid passes that you can use to catch all those legendary Pokemon throughout the day.
Now, the Global Challenge Arena is back, and one thing that's really caught my eye is this idea of Ultra Unlocks. Now, can you explain what Ultra Unlocks are and how they're going to affect the game even after GoFest is over?
Yeah, so Ultra Unlocks have been around since the very first Pokemon Go Fest. But essentially, trainers around the world are tasked with different challenges over the course of the event. And upon successfully completing those challenges, you actually have the ability to unlock even longer term rewards that span for, up to 6 weeks after Pokemon Go Fest wraps up. So we're really excited to reveal what some of those rewards entail. We've dropped a couple hints up until now, but you'll have to wait a few more days to figure out the nitty-gritty details of the different unlocks that you'll be able to receive. But they are broken down into 3 parts, and each part is approximately 2 weeks in duration after GoFest.
And lastly, for me, you sort of touched on this at the very beginning, but part of the magic of Pokemon Go Fest and also Pokemon Go just as a game in general has been this social element. It's this opportunity to interact with like-minded fans. We've lost a lot of that due to the pandemic last year, and the pandemic still isn't over in many parts of the world. So depending on how GoFest plays out this weekend and how the pandemic continues to play out over the next few months, is there hope for more in-person events in Pokemon Go's future?
Yes, we definitely are looking forward to the day where we can get back to the traditional in-person events, whether that's Pokemon Go Fest or Safari Zone. We think that it's such a special moment that we've been able to create for players all over the world. And we're just waiting, for the time when it's safe to do so in the way that we've done in the past. Obviously, that timing will be different based on where you are in the world. And so we're constantly monitoring and working with local health authorities and the scientific community to determine when that time is. But you can bet that as soon as the world is ready for in-person events again, Pokemon Go will be right at the forefront of that.